So every time that I do one of these videos, I always give a spoiler warning because sometimes people click the videos on accident or YouTube auto plays it for them, and I want to give people time to click off the video if they don't want to be spoiled for episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Well, this one is like times 20, alright? So earlier today I posted some spoilers from the Japanese magazines. Well, we have another batch of spoilers from Japanese magazines, but these are really spoilery. We now have the 100% conclusion of this Tournament of Power. We now have huge implications and information about what's going to happen at the end of this thing. So, once again, you've been warned. This is your warning. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super episodes 130 and 131, because the last batch of spoilers didn't really give us too much new information, except that, Beerus may have been surpassed and that Frieza is alive. This batch, though, is really titillizing, for lack of a better term. Okay, so we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go right into it. Animedia, Animage magazine from Japan. We get them every month. Here we go. And by the way, folks, those of you who are still... I don't even know how to even describe it, but there's people out there who still think this is an April Fool's joke from Toei, which is ridiculous because why would they play an April Fool's joke in January? They already have summaries out for the first 2 episodes of Kitaro starting in April. Dragon Ball Super is definitely ending at the end of this month. There's no prank. Companies wouldn't play pranks like this to say a show is canceled when it's not or whatever. Or not canceled, but ending when it's not. I know there's people out there who are still in disbelief. It's ending, all right? And we're going to discuss the ending right now. Thanks, of course, as always, to Herms, my friend the translator. Dragon Ball Super episode 130. Again, we've gone over this before, but there's some new information here. Let's go through it. An unprecedented Super Showdown, the Ultimate Survival Battle, March 18th. A minute and a half remain in the Tournament of Power. Son Goku has had an upper hand battling Jiren. So at least now we know that Goku is going to get a little bit of an advantage against Jiren, which is good. We saw a little bit of it in 129. Now it seems like Master Ultra Instinct's going to do his job and really, challenge the Universe 11 Pride Trooper. Jiren then concentrates and finally gets serious. Now, I've made jokes about this a lot. How many times are they going to tell us that Jiren is serious now? Like, it's like every couple weeks they do it. It's almost like the whole Frieza thing, how he had 4 different transformations, and then he had 25% power, 50% power, 100% power. It's like, he keeps going higher and higher. But it's Dragon Ball, it's a shonen trope. It's funny to me. Like, I almost feel like Dragon Ball Super is kind of becoming self-aware. I was on a stream the other day with NBA, and we discussed that. We discussed how I think Super might be kind of making fun of itself. You know what I mean? He doesn't think so. He thinks it's just bad writing, but I think they might be doing a little bit of that. So anyways, Jiren then concentrates and gets serious. Surrounded by a red aura, he dashes fiercely and fires a ki blast at Goku at point-blank range. Goku is totally blown away. From the spectator seats, Kudadin and the Turtle Hermit are worried, but of course Krillin and Roshi, the Turtle Hermit, Kame Sennin. So wow, see, that's new. That is new information. So Jiren concentrates all his energy, goes right at Goku at point blank range. I mean, damn, that sounds awesome. Okay, so even Ultra Instinct silver-haired Goku is still not quite enough to overpower Jiren. I'm okay with this. Jiren's been built up for so long. Having Goku beat him like that, it's just anticlimactic. It has to be something very dramatic, in my opinion, and something very, unique. It has to be something different. It can't just be that Goku beats him and that's it. So, we're going to talk about the final episode of Super. Ready for this one? Ready for this one? Here we go. Dragon Ball Super episode 131. A miraculous conclusion. Farewell, Goku, until the day we meet again, March 25th. Son Goku has fallen from the arena. Jiren eliminates Goku. That's crazy. Everybody thought that Goku was going to beat Jiren. There was that music that had leaked from the soundtrack where it was like, our hero, Son Goku. No. Jiren's point-blank range shot has tossed Goku out. It seems like Universe 7 has lost and everyone will be annihilated, but having broken through his limits, Goku and Jiren stare at the Omni Kings as if the match isn't over yet. What does that mean? What does that mean? Now, talking about breaking through the limits, I think they're talking about just Mastered Ultra Instinct. I don't think it's another form. I refuse to believe that. That's not what's happening here. I think Goku and Jiren are just looking at the Omni Kings. So I don't really know what that means. Like, why would they just stare at them? And then a death beam hits Jiren's back. Bruised and battered Universe 17 member is standing there. It's our boy Frieza! I freaking told you. I knew he was still in it. They confirmed it yesterday. He's still in. And I don't know. I'm not saying that Frieza is going to beat Jiren, because that seems impossible. But I think that what's going to end up happening, what this actually means, is Goku and Jiren are going to be looking at the Omni Kings, afraid that he's going to annihilate Universe 7. And then Frieza will come up from behind, blast Jiren, and eliminate him. Or Frieza will pop up, the time will run out, and it will be a tie. It'll be a tie, 1-1, Universe 7, Universe 11. That's going to be what happens. Jiren's going to be so caught up in fighting Goku that he's going to forget that Frieza even exists. And it's going to end up being a tie. What does that mean? And this is the last episode. So they're going to have to wrap up that storyline. They're going to have to wrap up whatever happens to Frieza, whatever his fate is. They're going to have to wrap up the Super Dragon Ball Wish. They're going to have to wrap up the whatever happens with Beerus and the Zenos, if they're even going to do that. But the beautiful thing about it is the fact that Goku could not beat Jiren, based on what we're seeing here, means that there's a much better chance that Super or some other series or a movie will come back and revisit this. Maybe Goku will never beat Jiren. Maybe it'll be one of those things where he comes close, but Jiren's just too much for him, and that's it. Now, I know some Dragon Ball fans don't agree with me. They say, no, Goku has to beat everybody, because it's Goku time. I don't know, but that's big to me. That is huge information right there. Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku loses to Jiren. That's... It says it right there. Son Goku has fallen from the arena. I'm going to give him credit. Unexpected and kind of cool. What do you think? What do you think about the events of the last episode of Dragon Ball Super? And by the way, in case you missed it, Yuya Takahashi will be doing animation for that. So I had a feeling that the fight was going to end at the beginning of 131, and I was right because of Takahashi coming in. And Tadayoshi Yamamuro is going to be doing the animation supervising, who has been with the series for, like 25 years, or 23 years, something like that. Anyways, it's going to be very interesting to see what goes down here. But wow, huge spoilers. That's what I have for you. Thank you. Super comes to an end with a shocking ending. And again, this is not a cliffhanger. This is more so like they're leaving things open for the future. Cliffhanger would be if like Goku got eliminated and then we never got a conclusion to it. Like he's out and then Universe 7 dies. No, Universe 7 does not die. Frieza's still there, but they could always come back with a movie or another TV show. And I think they will. I mean, I honestly think that at some point we'll get a new Dragon Ball show. If it's going to be next year, it'll be in the summer. It won't be in January, just making that very clear. I think they left a lot of stuff open so that they can come back. Will they? We'll see. It depends on how much money the movie makes. I've said it a bunch of times. It all depends on how much money that movie makes. If the fans can prove that Dragon Ball can draw hard, they'll bring it back. Thank you. Hope y'all have a good one. And, whoa, this is crazy. We'll talk soon.